Okay, we're going to go on with story number 5. Jeff, we're going to stick with you. Jeff Ostrowski, we're going to stick with you with this story. This piece appeared in the Commercial Observer. I'm going to read you the headline for a couple graphs, and I want you to comment. Headline, rising Miami office rents reach another record. And then here we go with the first couple graphs. Bucking the national trend of an office market in crisis, South Florida office rents keep rising. Asking rental rates in Miami-Dade County soared to $59.46 per square foot in the third quarter, up 16.5% from a year earlier, and setting another record. Commercial real estate firm JLL reported Wynwood and Brickell remain the county's most desirable office submarkets, with annual asking rents topping $90 a square foot. In Palm Beach County, the average direct asking price or asking rent for an office space was $53.32 per square foot, up 15.6% from the third quarter of 2022. JLL reported in Broward County, rents rose a more modest 4%. Mr. Ostrowski, I thought that office space was going to be in distress. We've discussed opportunity funds that have been created to target office space. Ultimately, that where it would be going back to the lender, it'd have to be sold at a deep discount. What's exactly going on here in Palm Beach and Dade County, and why hasn't Broward County realized the same sort of bump in terms of increased interest that we saw in Dade and Palm Beach County?
Yeah, those are all good questions. So, I mean, partly I think that in South Florida, we've just had this huge influx of people, of companies, especially moving into West Palm, into Miami. So I think that's really been holding those office prices up and holding vacancy rates down. Not sure why Broward hasn't benefited to the same extent. But I mean, in addition to some of those blockchain companies moving in that we were just talking about, I mean, we've had a lot of tech companies, a lot of financial companies moving into Miami. And Terry Blanca, who I quoted in this story, commented about how, well, it's you keep hearing about all this distress in the office market everywhere else, but that's just not the case here. I think part of it is just because Florida's had population growth, job growth. And so even though the companies that are here are using less space, there's still enough new demand from these new companies. I also will say, I didn't mention it in this story, but there certainly is a move away from commuting to the office. Like a Ryder, the Fortune 500 company, last year sold its headquarters in suburban Miami, just because they said nobody was coming into the office. So I wouldn't say we're completely immune from these trends. But yeah, it seems like the overall picture in the South Florida office market is much different from other parts of the country.
And Jeff, I wonder in terms of the quality of the office space that was actually desired versus maybe that which was, what made it appealing was it was cheaper. Can you sort of address like trophy quality, Class A versus the other stuff? When you were reporting out the story, did you see anything, or reading the reports, did you notice any trends?
Yeah, I mean, the consensus is that that it's the high end stuff, the high end expensive stuff that's really in demand. So, which is sort of the opposite of what you would expect. But it's almost like the employers who are still insisting on having workers come into the office are selling the quality of the space, as saying, maybe you won't come into a Class B space in sort of a non-sexy location in the suburbs, but
Yep.
we're gonna give you the top of the top and on Brickell or in downtown, and you're gonna want to come in for that.
Interesting. Anyone else on the roundtable want to comment about this slight bump? I guess we're seeing quality office space in the Tri-County South Florida area versus maybe some of the Chicken Little talk that the whole office market was going to hell.
Well, I'm curious, when I see asking rents, I mean, I always wonder, well, is that what they're getting? And I wonder like what kinds of concessions they're making. I mean, all of this is of course probably non-public information or not available, but I wonder like in terms of tenant improvements or concessions, or are these buildings really getting those per square foot rents that they're asking, or are they just trying to sort of put sort of the higher the number the better kind of thing?
That's an interesting point, John. Wow. Well, interesting. We'll have to watch and see how that plays out.